Welcome to BISP Solutions. So we are here again with the session on resolving certain FCCs tickets. So let's see what are the different tickets we have today to solve. So to proceed with it, okay. So under this we have till date we have solved this tickets, and we will try to solve these tickets today. Okay. So when we will just took it as one by one. Then we have this enable application to parent currency input. So basically this is a one of the feature which is available in the FCCs application. Okay, if I will say this is my application, and when I go and under the configuration, there is an one of the um, option available under enable feature. Now you can see we have this option as parent input. When we enable this option under the application, and it will allow us to input the data under the parent input. Okay, this is, and when we enable this feature under the contribution consolidation dimension, that I will show you under this dimension, consolidation dimension, one additional member is created. Now you can see this additional member is being created under the consolidation member when we enable this feature, and it will allow us to input the data under this at the parent input. Now you can see now it has been allowing us to input the data under the parent input member of the consolidation. So it will allow us to input the same only at the USD reporting, the parent entity input. So and for this entity, this is E101, the parent entity. Here it is, the currency is USD reporting, so that's why it will allow us to input the data into this mapper. So this is the one of the feature which we can enable and input the data into the at the parent level. So I will just show you the another application in which this feature, this functionality is not yet been enabled, and I will just show it to this migration. I will go to the migration. No, I'm not under migration. I have to go to this configuration basically. Okay. So it is being started. So let's first double 1670, and I will use the another uh, will connect it with another one. So and I will show you the difference. Okay. So for this I will just connect this with our new application under named connection we had. Okay. So the application is being starting up. Okay, a new application. Okay, let's close this one and try to open it afresh. Okay, Okay, that is not yet been available. Okay. So now under this has been created. So what I want to say that this additional member is being created under this application when we enable this one. Okay. I don't have. Okay. So let's hope it gets started at this level. So let's try it in some another application 289.874. Okay. So we will see this in this here. In the other browser, I have opening it. Under this is our new application, and you can see under this dimension, under the consolidation member, contribution total, contribution, entity total, and under entity input, entity currency. Now you can under proportion, I think. Now you can see under parent total, this additional member is being created here, parent under parent total, and you can clearly see that under parent total, under entity total, parent total is being created under contribution. Okay, so that member is not available here. Okay, entity total, we have these three member: elimination, proportion, and the parent total. Okay, and but in this application where we have not enabled this one, it is not available here. Okay, now you can see that one under entity total, parent input, it is not yet been created. So this is how we can just use the input the member into the parent at the parent input level also. Okay, and for this, because under the sorry, I have to go to this configuration, and under this, under enable feature, this feature is not yet being enabled. Now you can see under this parent input, this has not been enabled. That's why that member, additional member, is not being available. While in other instance, this member where we have enabled this feature, we can input the data. Okay, and the data storage property here, it is stored, so it will allow us to do the uh, uh, input. Okay, so this is how we can just use the parent input currency here, this feature here. So we will just make it as solved. Now we have the another ticket, which is in one enable application for override data load in FCCs. Okay, enable application for override data load in FCCs. So this means through DM basically. So we will be using the uploading the override data in FCCs with the help of data management. Okay, so this is our application in which we are going to enable use this feature. So for that, we will be using the data management. Okay, so I will just restart this one, data management. So okay, so this is the uh, workbench setup. So this is the trial balance which we will upload into the application. Okay, and we will use the data override functionality through data management. Okay, so for that what I will do, I will just don't save it. Okay, v2. Okay, so this is the data, and I will just replace it with some another entity. Okay, say south, say S101, and we'll make it as S102. So this is the trial balance we will upload, and we'll just override the amount of this 30,000 with another amount. Say it is with 35,000, and the FCC's investment with some another override amount. So how we can do this? So I will just go to this data management first, and under the import format I already have created one uh, import format for our purpose, override if. Okay, and in which I have already defined the column and the field number here. Now you can see entity, it is S101. Account is in first row in the first field, product is in 9th row, so this is the 9th column. Okay, and similarly the entity is available at the second row, so that I have already been defined in this import format. Okay, so based on this I already have to I will create a new location here. So just go to here, override, I will use this override v2 LOC, and import format I will use that override if, and will save it. Now I will come to this workflow. Under this mapping I will select the appropriate POV here, reset it, search it. So override v2 location. Okay, and we'll select the appropriate period, January-15, and category is actual. Okay, and I will just quickly do the mapping for this. AE1 for account, for data source I will use the star to star mapping. Save entity, star to star AE3, intercompany, add star to star AA4. For movement I will use the star to star AA5. We have this multi gap. Under this multi gap I will also use the star to star 6, and for the product AA7. Okay, now we have done the mapping for for this our POV. Now come to this data load rule, and we will use the new one here. Use it as DLR, and define the import format as override if, and save it. Okay, this is the file. Now I will upload the file here. Upload, browse, override data v2. This is our trial balance CSV file. Okay, V2. Okay, just save it and execute it. Run it. So the first uploading the balances is a normal process which we adopt for uploading the balances. Okay, so we have been uploading it with a normal balances. No override amount is being used here. Okay, and we will export this. So I will just close the additional files which I have already opened. Okay, so it seems that the source entity in one of our entity that this has been a the entity here we have input is a wrong one. So what I will do, I will just upload the fresh file here. Data load rule, upload file v2 v2 upload. Okay, and just select this file, save it, and just execute it once again. Import, refresh it. Now you can see we got the proper entities here. Okay, s1 and everything is fine here. And let's do the export process here. So we will use this replace mode, and for that we will use under this entity let's say what is the currency here for this entity. Base currency, the base currency for S101 is USD reporting. Okay, so let's change it to the another one, some another one. Go to here and make it as GBP, save it, and just refresh the database. Refresh. Now you can see the data has been migrated into the application. Okay, so we will just override. Okay, and I will use this smart view Altero HR version 2. So just connect it. It is already been connected. Just refresh it now. So in place of W, what I will do, I will just change it to now you can see the data has been uploaded into our application S101 S101. Okay, just delete the additional columns here and no. At the intercompany top, we can see the balance sheet is our balance. It is tallied. Intercompany top. Okay. Now the data our application must have been refreshed by now. So it is being doing. Okay. So now we got this common stock with an amount of 30,000 and the investment, sorry, I will use the investment here. Investment of 10,000. Okay. So what we will do, we will try to override this amount, 30,000 and 10,000 with an our different amount. Okay. So how we can do that? We will just go and see this one. Finish. Now the GBP has already been uh, enabled for this entity. Okay, as 101. Okay, I will run the translation once. Translate. USD reporting scenario is our actual entity. Let's take it as T100. Okay, year financial year 15 and period is our Jan. So let's see it has been translated or not. Okay, so come to our, now you can see the data has been translated into the uh, from entity currency to USD reporting. And what is the rate applicable here? It is 37,500 divided by 50. So it has applied the balance of uh, rate of 50, right? Hello, this has been converted into. Now we want these two amount, that is common stock of 30,000 and investment in sub of this 10,000 to be converted into the with an amount override. Okay, so how we can do that? So we will just go again to the our application, and under the data management we'll go to this setup. Under setup we will use the same import format, and under location the a override amount. Okay, okay, this is our the location which we have created here. Okay, for which from where we have uploaded the balances, the uploaded trial balance. Now here to upload the uh, amount override, we will have to do one change here. Under the consolidation value, I will use the another member, that is the amount override member, FCCs amount override, and we'll just save it and we'll upload the amount override amount here. So for that, okay, now you can see I will just use the another file here also, parent into override. Okay, I will rename it as V2 trial balance override with amount as USD. Okay, so I will change here the entity, and we have selected the amount. FCCS amount is 35,000 and investment in sub as 12,000. So and presently the amount here is 30,000 and 10,000. So we will just override it with amount 35,000 and 12,000. S102. So we have come to this data management, and we will be using the same import format, and under this location we have just made one changes. In place of in the consolidation value, we have uh, used the member as FCCs amount override and just save it. Now again we will come to this workflow. Under this data mapping, the things will remain same here. The mapping will remain same as we have done for earlier. Override v2 location. Okay, and under this data load rule, we will upload the updated uh, uh, trial balance. So go to here, select, upload, browse file, use this file, the amount override trial balance, the trial balance with amount override amount USD, save it and just execute it. So we will first import it under the replace mode and run it, refresh it. Now under the workbench, you can see we have uploaded these two members only, and we can see the output here also in the workbench. The amount is with 35,000 and the 12,000. So it has been exported, validated, and now we will export it. So we will export it under the merge mode. Okay, and click on this. Okay. So till that time, okay, I will use it here itself. V2 with USD. So let's connect it. Now you can see it has been exported here. Okay, and we will go to our smart view and refresh it. Okay, I will delete this one now, but we have inputted the amount as 30,000 with an override amount and 10,000. So to view that amount, what I will do, okay, under this USD reporting entity input, I will use the member as amount override. Okay, no, under this smart view ad hoc member selection. Okay, manage data amount override intercompany top local. Okay, now you can see under the amount override, the amount has been changed from 30,000 to 35,000, right? And for the FCCS investment, the amount has override with 12,000. Okay, and similarly for the stock, common stock, the amount earlier was 30,000 and it has been override by 35, and investment in sub is override uh, with amount 12,000 in place of 10,000. Earlier it was 10,000. So this is the two amount which we have uploaded here, amount override. So this is how we can just override the amount, use the amount override functionality through data balance. So the entity is will remain same, and it will be visible at the USD currency, and not at the USD reporting currency. Okay, so this is the two uh, so this is the two amount override, and this one is the entity input. So the amount here is 10,000 and it is 35, 10 and 12. So this is how we can just update the amount, use the amount override functionality with the help of this data management. Okay, now we will come to our third ticket of today, to create a DM batch to load data automatically using the data management. So the DM batch file enables helps us to do the multiple tasks, or to do the two activities, two or more than two activity uh, at a single click, or at a with one option, by creating a batch file for that activity. uh, okay, so how we will use that? So for that we will have to go to this data management. Okay, uh, we will be using this data management, that is the batch functionality, for uploading the two data load rule which we have created here. So presently we have been using the we will be for the two data load rule, we have to do this separate upload, right? The separate upload and do the execution and import and export process. Okay, but with the help of this, by creating a data by creating a batch file, we can perform these two action at a within single step. Okay, so how we can do that? So under this setup, we already have created this override file, override data load rule. We have this version v2. Okay, these two are the this is the import for the location, and this is the import format. I will go to this import format, override if. Okay, so this is the import format, and this is the location which we have used for this purpose, override v2. And with the help of this, we have uploaded two balances, two DLR. We have run two DLR, but by using this batch file, we can do the two steps in a single activity through a single process. So how we can do that? So for creating that, what I will do, we already have the location batch file and the DLR, and the two DLRs are already being created here. This is v2, override v2 DLR, and this one, this override LOC Jan 15. Okay, so we will be using this DLR first, combine these two DLR, and the another one is this one. This is the two DLR which we have created here. Okay, so we will run this parallelly, these two DLR. Okay, so to do that, we will come to this data load rule. Under setup, we will have to create one batch definition. Okay, so I will just click on this and will create a new batch here. So I will give v2 batch, and will target application is our BIS CNSL. Select I will use as data. Execution mode will be serial, and just save it. So I have created one batch here, v2 batch, and under this v2 batch we will assign the batch job. So under this batch job we will define the two DLRs. Okay, so under rule name search, this one will be our override DLR, and we will give a job sequence as 1 so that it will process this DLR first. And under we will add another batch here. We will select that DLR to save this one. Okay, v2 batch DLR. Now we have created the batch. We have defined the batch definition, and in which we have defined two DLRs here. And under this workflow, okay, we will not have to skip all these activities. We have created this location, and under this DLR we will not go here. In place of that, what we will do, we will do the batch execution here. And under the batch execution, now you can see the batch which we have defined there is, we can see it here now. Under this v2 batch, we can either execute it or we can schedule it at for some later time. So what I will do, I will just schedule it, simple one, and I will select the time here 5:30, that is Kolkata. Date will be our 26/3 hours. So it's a 12-hour format. So what I will do, I will make it as 6. Okay, and it is 46, so we will make it as 48 minutes, and it is PM, and just save it. Now it has been scheduled. It will run automatically. Okay, it will run automatically when the time will be 18:46. Okay, so let's wait, and let's uh, note down this, refresh here. The process ID here is 35 and 34, the last process ID is 35. Okay, so when our process will start, it will the process ID for that will be 36. Okay, so it is 18:47, and come here under this batch execution, this one, check status. So it has not yet been started because we have scheduled it at 18:48. Okay, so let's wait for a minute, and it will start automatically. So just refresh it. 47, refresh it. It is still 18:47. Now it is 18:48. Okay, now we will go to this process details. Now you can see the activity has been started. So our last activity process ID was 35. Now it is showing as 36 and 37 for our location. Refresh it, and under this batch execution we can also see the status here. Now you can see it has been completed, that is process ID 37. We will just come here and just refresh it. So our last ID we have noted was 35. Now it has started working on 36, 37 and 38. So just keep on refreshing, it will give us a successful message. So we will get this green right symbol here. Now we can see we got all these three symbol here, means our data has been uploaded into our application. So this is the our first our location override v2 location that we can see here. Override v2 location means it has uploaded our balances. So by doing this we can using this data batch management we can do the multiple process at a single go within one process, within one activity. So in this we have we have run two data load rule at a single point of time by using the data batch functionality. So now we have also solved the another one and this one. Okay. So today we have solved this three tickets. Okay, and with this we come to we will have to conclude our session because no more tickets are for today to solve. So we will just uh, meet again with some more tickets. So now it's time to say conclude here and to stop to conclude here and meet again. So till then, so it's time to say goodbye. Okay, thank you.